Welcome back to the fifth part of this Scratch tutorial on creating a maze. Just to review, we have joined Scratch. You have learned and created a maze in Scratch already. So we have moved on to week 2, where I briefly introduced you to the grid, the X and Y coordinates. We talked a little bit about the origin, and in here is where we are going to teach our character to walk in the maze that you have completed by now. So today we'll talk about motions and the events block. We will add movement in 4 directions. We're going to switch costumes, and we are going to add sound to movement. So let's head on over to Scratch. Now I'm going to make my screen a little bit tighter, so it might get a little bit blurry, but I'm going to cut this side over here. Let me just make sure that you can see this. So you won't be seeing a little bit of my screen on the right side, but I want you to focus on this side over here. Now, the last time we were here, we had a problem. I happened to move my maze and my cat went behind it, and now it's not showing up anymore. Oh, and by the way, I found out that Jigsaw is spelled with an S, not an Y. So did you leave a comment about your cat's name or your pet? I'm just curious. I have a cat. His name is Jigsaw. It's a type of motorcycle. Anyway, our cat is hidden and we're trying to get it back. So there are a few ways in doing this. And if you discover your own that is not like mine, please share. That way we can learn also. I'm the teacher, but that doesn't mean I don't learn every day. So you can share new things that you learn. One way of doing this is by using the the event, the green flag clicked, going into looks and clicking on the go to front. That way when you click the green flag here, the cat comes up to the front. So just remember to come in here in the little eye. I think that's information, right? Please select the double-headed arrow here. Don't leave this on. See how it starts to spin like that? Just put that on and then come back in here. And yeah, you can just, we may use this block in some other way and we'll need it, but for right now just hide it. We don't really need to see this here. Anyway, here's my cat and here's my maze. Now let's ask it to move. We're going to be using 2 types of blocks, motions and events that we need right now. So going down the events blocks, you see when space key is pressed, we're going to need that. I'm going to put this on the top. I'm going to show you what's inside here. We have the up, down, right, and left, and there's a space icon, and there are also letters of your keyboards here. So if you want to, let's say for example, if you want to use the WASD keys as commonly used in PC games, you can use that. Up to you. That's up to you. I usually use these here because they're easy, and they're just right here. So let's start with the up. When the up arrow key is pressed, let's go to motions now. I'm going to use this one, 4th down, the block 4th down. It says point in direction. I'm going to use that one. And if you click in the drop down arrow here, it's going to tell you the numbers. So you don't have to remember these, but these are easy. Just got to remember that 90 is right, negative 90 is to the left, 0 is up, and 180 is down. These are numbers that we will use a lot. So you see how it says up, then this has to match with up. So up happens to be 0. So when you click that, you have a 0 there. And the next thing that we need is the move 10 steps. And so now when we click on the keyboard and we click up, our cat is going to move. Did you see that? So yeah, so it's not moving. Its feet is not really walking, but it's moving up. And if you keep doing this, you might lose it. So let's just drag him to the middle again. Okay, so yeah, so if you happen to mistakenly click on the maze and drag it a little bit, you lose your cat. But remember that we put in that code already. Let's click on the cat. Just to show you the code, that if you click the green flag, the cat comes up to the top again. So we have this one. Now, we don't need to redo this all over again. What we could do is click on the duplicate icon, click and drag. I'm going to move this here so that it is visually organized so that you can see what I'm doing. Move this down here. I'm going to click and duplicate what I've already done, this one here. And now I'm going to pause here for a second, and we'll start the video on the next part 6, where we are going to fix these, because right now it's only moving up. It's not going right, it's not going down, it's not going left, it's just going up. So maybe what you can do before we start part 6 is see if you can figure these out. Can you move these in the proper way?